busy, you're not unmotivated. Simply put, there are hidden bottlenecks that strangle your productivity every single day without you even knowing about it. And today, I'll answer all of your questions about what they are, why do they matter, and of course, how you can fix them so that you will be unstoppable. But if you miss them, you might just get stuck. But instead, let's not make this happen and focus on how you can be the best version of yourself and be unstoppable. Let's start right away with question number 1. Why do I feel drained even before I start working? The answer is simple. It is decision overload. Because you can imagine, you start your day, you ask yourself, what should I wear this morning? Should I match the blue shirt with the purple pants? No. How about I match it with the green pants? No. How about I match it? And you see, the more questions you ask yourself, you can imagine that your brain actually needs to process this information, needs to think about all of the different aspects. And before you even know it, you've already wasted a lot of energy just to think about what are you going to wear during the day. And here's the thing, ultra productive people, they look at optimizing those small decisions they need to do every single day. That could be, for example, already prepare your outfit the day before, or think about different outfit combinations that you can wear. So when you think about using the blue pants, you're going to match it with the purple shirt or whatever you have, right? So really looking at optimizing tasks. It can also go back to your breakfast, what you're going to have for breakfast. You can have one basic food and then just modify it, vary it a little bit every single day so that the decisions you have to make are really minimized and you can use your energy for the more important topics that you have when you are at the office. Because worst case is you're really energized in the morning, you're ready to rock your day and have a successful one, but then you arrive in the office and you're like somehow really tired because you already had to think about all those small decisions, all those different questions that you had to answer yourself. So that's why really look in terms of optimizing small decisions every day so that you are unstoppable in the office. Let's have a look at question number 2. Why does my inbox feel like a black hole? The answer is simple. It is communication clutter. Because for sure you can relate to that. You start your day, you're really excited to work on your 3 goals. You start working and then you see communication popping up. Can be a chat message, an email, or a colleague coming by to ask you a question, or somebody asking quickly for a meeting. This is actually going to drain your energy because instead of focusing on the tasks that are important for you, you spend time looking at other incoming communication. And before you even see it, you might end up your day answering all the different emails instead of just concentrating at the most important task. What ultra productive people do is they block communication slots. For example, you could answer your emails at a certain time for 30 minutes in the morning and for 30 minutes after lunchtime so that you really answer the most important ones. And if there's something where you know, okay, it's important just to let them know, you can tell them, hey, I'll come back to you later, just give me a bit more time. Because once you limit this, it allows you again to have some more energy and time to focus on the important points that matter. Because worst case, what could happen? Imagine you're coming back from holidays and instead of just working right away on the most important task, you spend half a day just answering and going through all of the different emails. That's really a waste of time because you just look at things that come in that maybe are no longer relevant, right? So really limit the time that you spend on communication topics so that you can focus on the important topics that you need to accomplish throughout the day. For example, another topic could be that you schedule meetings more in the afternoon because morning is your productive time. So that in the morning you get your task done and in the afternoon you have time and really the energy and the possibility to think about all those brainstorming topics or helping out a colleague or answering the incoming emails. Because if you don't protect your agenda like a CEO, you'll be drowning in somebody else's decision and you cannot even accomplish your task. Then let's have a look at point number 3, which is why do I lose momentum every time I switch task? The answer is simple, it is context switching. Let's say at first you work on some analytical task. Okay, you accomplished it and then you move to something creative. what actually happens in your brain is at first your brain is all about numbers here and there, numbers looking at this, how to analyze it. And then you tell your brain, okay, let's jump quickly into something else. And then your brain is like, oh, but wait a moment. I was just thinking about numbers. Now you want me to come up with ideas? And you can imagine it takes a lot of energy for your brain to jump from one part to the other part. That's why, remember, context switching drains your energy throughout the day. And ultra-productive people, they really look in terms of blocking specific tasks in a similar category throughout the day, so that your brain doesn't need to jump throughout the different categories. Of course, it might happen that during your focus time, you might have one of your important customers or your boss coming to ask you about something completely different. Then it might not be advisable to say, sorry, let me get back to you. I'm working right now on something very important. Really think about what kind of answer matches your current situation, so that of course your key customer or your boss or whoever is asking you a question still feels recognized and understands that you do your best to support them no matter what. It's just right now, it's maybe not a good time, but I will come definitely back to you later. Now we looked at 3 hidden bottlenecks, but let me add, like a seasoning on top, a 4th bottleneck that is hidden. And with this question number 4, which is, why am I exhausted even when I don't work that hard? The answer is simple. These are hidden energy leaks. Those hidden energy leaks could be about a not clean environment that just drains your brain power. Think about, okay, how could I clean this up? And it just really shifts your focus from the task at hand. It can be about clutter that you have, or poor sleep, because last night instead of sleeping your 8 hours, you slept just 6 hours because something else happened and it just really drained your energy. Or you heard recently a conversation from a colleague who was telling a very, very sad story and it just still impacts you. Then you can do what ultra-productive people are doing. You look at regularly your energy mode and look at, how am I doing? Did something happen? If so, what did happen and how can I fix that? For example, if it's about a conversation you had during lunch, think about your next lunch. Maybe you have lunch with somebody who uplifts you, who really energizes you talking to. Or you can think about shifting the conversation to something, from something sad to something more that they're grateful for. So for example, it's good that you found out and it's good that you're here now healthy. So it's really about monitoring your energy and take adjustive actions in order to really be at the best energy level that you need to accomplish your task and be unstoppable. Another way to fix and really energize yourself throughout the day is to think about doing small exercise, some stretching for example, or to think about points that you are grateful for. Once you identified what might drain your energy, fix it immediately. Because if you don't fix it, you might be really tired where others really sprint, leapfrog ahead of you, and you don't want this to happen. So think about the small fixes. Can be positive affirmation, can be a bit of movement, some stretching, drinking water. It can be about, for example, changing conversation. Focus your energy on something positive. Or for example, what you can do even after work is to do those activities that balance you, that energize you. It can be about gardening, it can be about DIY projects, or you can think about developing some more technical skills. So really look at tasks that energize you. All right, now we looked at the hidden bottlenecks. Let me quickly summarize what are the fixes in order to really energize yourself and be as productive as possible. Number 1 is about routinizing small decisions. Number 2, avoiding communication clutter, so decluttering the communication and focus on your core task at hand and creating blocks. Number 3, which is about avoiding context switching. You can batch certain tasks at the same time, etc. And of course we added a bonus hack, which is about looking at hidden energy leaks. Once you've identified and fixed them with some gratitude, affirmations, a bit of movement, or drink water for example. If you apply all of this, for sure you will feel the next day unstoppable. So try one of those out and let me know in the comments which one you like most, and if there's maybe something else that we haven't covered yet that you would like to hear more about it. I'm curious about it. So stay tuned and remember to subscribe to the channel because there are more of such videos coming up. Speak to you soon. Bye.